If the officer made an error on your traffic ticket or your DUI ticket, will that get the case dismissed? As always, let me be a typical lawyer here and say, well, it depends. It depends in Georgia, but often the answer is no. That's not going to get the case dismissed. So why is that? Why would the officer misspelling your name or getting the wrong date of birth or getting the wrong location on the ticket, why would that not result in a dismissal? The reason being is stems from the fact that the ticket is not necessarily, does not have to be perfect, and is often not necessarily the final charging document. The ticket serves a couple of functions. First, it puts you on notice that you're being charged. So that's why the officer asks you to sign the bottom of the ticket to acknowledge that you have been served with a copy and you know that the charge has been initiated. Second, that ticket will often get filed with the charging court. So often that's going to be the municipal court. If you're pulled over by the Atlanta Municipal Police Officer, they will file their ticket in the Atlanta Municipal Court. And often the court will go forward with that as a charging document. But the prosecutor does not have to keep the ticket. The ticket can operate merely as a suggestion to the prosecutor as to what formal charging document the prosecutor should choose. But it is the prosecutor who has the ultimate authority to make decisions about charging documents. So let's go back to that scenario where the officer got some critical information incorrect on your ticket. If they got something incorrect on your ticket, the prosecutor has typically up to 2 years to, and sometimes more, to amend, change, or correct that information. So what the officer writes on the ticket is not set in stone. But I did say at the beginning of the video that sometimes that kind of error can result in a dismissal. And so where you will see that happen is in jurisdictions, usually where you've decided to go to trial, and the prosecutor has not amended or updated that ticket, and they go forward with the charging document. Once that trial has started, once that first witness is sworn in, if it's a bench trial, or the jury has been sworn in, then jeopardy attaches, and they're stuck with whatever errors may exist in that ticket. Now, some errors will be fatal, and some errors will not. So you want to make sure that you've done your research to determine if the error that you have identified on your ticket is going to be one that is fatal once trial begins. Because if it is one of those fatal errors, then you now may want to consider a strategy which will expedite you to trial before any prosecutor has had a whole lot of time to review the ticket and correct the fatal error.